Alright, riddle me this, Batman. Okay. Everything's disabled except the bottom 8K, and I've got all but the 16K Bank Zero pulled out of the card. Found one bad IC so far. I was trying to trade ICs around between what I pulled out of the other banks to see if that had something to do with this data loss that's happening in this RAM card, but doesn't seem to be the case. Anyway, if we go past the area where the monitor uses RAM and enter a value in this memory location, right? So we've got 232 in this memory location, right? And if we go, away from it and then come back, it's still there, right? Okay, now let's go away from it for a while. Let's, just for shits and giggles, let's go up here to 4200, all right? And then let's go back to 4100, right? Still got 232 in it, right? So let's just go away from it for a little while here. All right. And just wait for a little bit. Didn't do it yet. I'll start recording again once it does it. Alright, it did it. Let's go back and I'll show you. Alright, so let's go back to 4100. Alright. 377 octal, that's FF hex, basically all ones. Well, not basically all ones, it is all ones, right? So it lost data, the RAM lost data after a while. It didn't lose it immediately. We could punch it in. We could go away from that memory location for a little bit and come back and the data was still there, but if we go away from it for a while and come back, it disappears. Now I've got a theory, all right. If we punch data in here and just sit right here watching it, it never goes away, all right. It always stays what it's supposed to be. But this front panel is all software driven, so it's reading that memory location in a tight loop and writing it back to this thing right here, right? And that acts like that even if there was no refresh signal getting to the DRAM, that would refresh the RAM. We go away from it for a while, all right, for more than 13 microseconds or whatever it is, the refresh rate is on those things, and we come back and it's still there, right? But if we go away for a while and then come back, all of a sudden it's changed to FF or 0, and it alternates like that, right? Which is a little weird. All right, so my theory is, I don't know what else to think, but my theory is that the thing sits here and like the refresh is like marginal or something like that, and eventually it just kind of degrades. Now if you go back and forth away from it and to it and away from it and to it and don't wait for a long time for it to go all the way back to FF, it seems like random bits will start flipping to 1 until they're all ones, right? So I don't know, man. It's weird. I've swapped RAM ICs around. The rest of this shit on here is 7400 series logic, so I can test that stuff. This is the DRAM refresh controller right here. These are actually very common chips. I think you can buy them on eBay for like $2.50, assuming they're not fakes. So if that's what's broken, then that'll be easy to replace. But I'm just not really sure. I'm not a smart boy, as you all have obviously noticed watching this channel, and I am not sure where to start. Trying to poke at this thing. I guess I'll just pull all these 7400 series chips and test all of them. And if none of them are bad, then I'll just try replacing that, I guess. I don't know. But in the meantime, I can't use the machine. It loses data after a while. I can't even punch in. It's not a long time. It's like 30 to 90 seconds or something like that. And it seems to be getting a little worse, too, the more I mess with the thing, right? So I don't even have time to punch in a whole program on the front panel and execute it. like the beginning of the program starts to corrupt while I'm punching in the end of the program, and you go back there and it's like FFs and 0 zeros, and then gradually the bits start to get a little more sane as you go forward through the program until you get back into what you've just entered and it's correct. So, fuck, man, what a mess. DRAM. See, I want to run this machine with as much original stuff as I can. And it would be comparatively easy to take like a 64 or even a 512K SRAM and put in this thing and have some latchy shit to have, like banks and stuff. You could make an itty bitty little SRAM card that would plug in there using one of those 512K by 8 Alliance SRAMs or something like that. But it wouldn't be old hardware. I want to keep it real, man. So advise me, gentlemen. I am even dumber than usual when it comes to DRAM troubleshooting, like DRAM refresh circuit troubleshooting. Oh, what a mess. Okay, bye.